So you've listed your home and now it's time for showings. Let's talk out some things that will have you prepared for any surprises that may come up. Hey, I'm Christy Henshaw. I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I love talking out real estate and design, and I would really love it if you would like and subscribe to this channel, help push it out to others, and hopefully we can have more conversations going about real estate here. Let's get started. So you've got your house listed. It's time for showings. These things come up and sellers are usually not thinking about it. The first is sometimes buyers are going to be there. Okay, let me back up. They have scheduled a 1 hour showing with your home. The buyer agent has scheduled 1 hour. You show up on that 1 hour mark after you've been gone for an hour and find that they're still there. Just know, so that you can have some grace. A lot of times buyer agents have scheduled out many property tours throughout the day, and traffic can get in the way, or someone's kids got sick so they started late or whatever, but there can be many things that keep them sometimes not on schedule. So just have grace about it. Just wait in your car or go over to a neighbor's house and just take a few moments. Most likely they'll be finishing up pretty quickly. So either they got off schedule in the day, or it could be that they just love your home and they're looking over every single detail. So either way, it's a good thing. Just have some grace and give them their time. On the opposite of that, sometimes they will show up early. So I tell my clients with listings, try to get out of the house. If you can get out of the house like 15 to 20 minutes early, it's going to help you. It's going to help you out, because you don't want to make a bad impression when you've got to gather your cat or your dog or your little ones and you're trying to get out the door and you're running into the buyers. If you can get out the door before they get there, it's a good thing. It's actually better for you and less stressful in the long run, I think, because most of the time they're going to show up early. I think it's less the case that they show up late and stay late, and more often you're going to see that they actually show up early. And usually it's like 5 or 10 minutes early. So if you can get out the door 15 to 20, that's even better. And I think it allows them to view your property without you being present, without any weird distraction in the beginning. Okay, another thing to think about is a lot of people are going to be asking you questions directly. They'll be talking to you about your home, and it's a good practice to just have this rehearsed, almost parroted answer where you say, my agent has instructed me, to send all questions their way. So just call my agent. You can ask them whatever you want, and they'll give you lots of details. Really you're paying that listing agent anyway. So pay them to answer all the questions, just direct questions to them. And next would be, I want to discuss, it's very unfortunate, but theft happens. And so sometimes showings, most of the time, they're legitimate. They're legitimate showings of people that are interested in your home. But sometimes there's theft. And so it's a good practice. And your listing agent has probably already shared this with you, but we're in Texas. There are guns. So secure your guns. Put those in a safe place. Lock them up. They should already be. But make sure your guns are locked up. Medications, valuables, sentimental items, have those things safe and secure. And then also, recently I had a listing where there was just a little photo album set out, and she called me and said after a showing, someone actually opened my photo album and they were looking through my photos. I was like, what? And so we put that away. So I would even add to that list, put your photo albums in a safe place. It's just, it's just weird that people will do things like that, but it does happen. Okay, this next one is really funny to me, but it happens. People will use your restroom. So do not be surprised that someone is using your restroom. I like to tell myself that it's probably that they had a little kid that needed to use the restroom, but you never know. And it happens. And I've also had clients call me after a listing, go, "Did you know they used the restroom? Like they left the toilet seat up or whatever." Um, I don't know what to say to that except just don't be surprised because it's going to happen. I have also, like after showings, sometimes if they've been nearby and I've had enough time between showings, like I, as an agent, will go in and check and make sure their home's good if the seller's going to be gone for a while. And, you know, people will wash their hands in the sink and there'll be water all over the place. You got to wipe those things down. It just happens. So don't be surprised by that. The last thing, oh, and I was going to say too, so don't be surprised that people are going to sit on your furniture. I have literally gone to look at properties because my husband and I will do investment properties, and he's got a bad back. So sometimes he has to sit down on the couch, and I'm just mortified. Would you get off the furniture? But his back hurts, so he's got to just take a moment and sit. So don't be surprised if somebody sits on your furniture. Hopefully they're not lying down on your bed. That would be a whole other thing. Yeah, I'll move on. Last thing is if you've got a surveillance system in your home that records both video and audio. I don't know all of federal law, but I believe, at least here in Texas, that if you are recording audio and you're not telling that person that you're recording audio, you have to be physically present. So if you've got a surveillance system and you're not physically present, I would just have the audio turned off. I do not know how that plays into with Ring doorbells, but just wanted to throw it out there because I know that this is a federal thing. It's not just state specific, it's a federal thing. So you might just Google and find out laws regarding surveillance systems in your home if you're not there. And I guess that's about it. So if you would join me again next time and help me push content out, like and subscribe. You can check out things on my website as well. I have lots of tips for buyers and sellers. And if you're a realtor and you're interested in working with me at eXp, go to my website as well and check out that information on the eXp tab. And also at the bottom of my website at the footer, I've got a Join with Christy at eXp link where you can click that as well and just get information. Absolutely no pressure, but just wanted to throw it out there, plug it a little bit. I hope you guys have a great week.